Welcome back, people. We got some more Fishing Planet for you guys here again today. I thought I will throw you guys in a premiere, just a little bit something different. But here we are again. We are back in Congo River, and we are now at the 8K mark. Now, when I say 8K, that's subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys hitting that subscribe button. It's completely free, but it does obviously show your support, and it does, of course, help me grow over the years. In a way, I kind of like that we haven't, we have progressed pretty quick, if I'm honest, but I like that we haven't progressed insanely fast with subscribers, just because I do like to try and read every comment, and of course I do like to try and respond to every comment. And sometimes, when you've got a lot of subscribers, it is kind of hard to reply to every single comment. Now, 8,000 subs don't sound like much, but of course there is other people that do ask questions and they don't hit that subscribe button. So yeah, I spend an insane amount of time replying back to comments, but I like that. I like to try and help as many of you guys out as I possibly can. And even if it's not asking a comment, some people, sometimes they leave comments saying thanks for helping me do this or doing that, and it's nice. That's the whole idea of me showing this game. Now, I've been playing this game, Fishing Planet, now for over 6 years, and I don't know why in the beginning I never did bother in the beginning to actually make any videos on Fishing Planet. I just didn't think that people would actually be interested in sitting there watching me play a fishing game, but how wrong I was. So starting from the very beginning, obviously some of you are old timers here and some of you have been around for a short minute now. From the beginning, what actually started this off, if people were interested to know that, what started me actually playing or doing YouTube in the first place. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that today, and hopefully we can do a little bit of fishing and catch a few fish here and there. I wanted to do a live stream, but unfortunately I'm just not able to at the moment. Apologies for that. I do try my best to upload videos every single day. Now, of course, sometimes I don't always upload every day, and when I don't, that is just because I'm having a really rough day. Some of you might know that I do suffer from depression, and of course, sometimes that can put your moods up and down, and sometimes you're in a good one, sometimes you're in a bad one. That is just the way it is, but I do try my best anyway. As I said, I try my best to always try and put out as much content there as I possibly can. So for this one, I am going to go into a friends only room, just because, in case any bad comments come up there, because I don't really fancy making this premiere video all over again. This one's going to go on for a little short minute, not insanely long, but it is going to go on for a little minute. So it's what actually started me to do YouTube in the first place. Of course, it's nothing to do with money. For some people, it's about money. For some people, it's about getting loads of subscribers, and they like that kind of thing. But as I said, for me, I kind of like not having too many subscribers, because it allows me to, when we're doing live streams, it allows me to comment to people when, it's very rare that I miss comments. Whereas if you've got a crazy amount of subscribers, it is kind of hard to try and manage that. So I respect all of those people that do have a lot of subscribers and manage to reply to every comment. Now, of course, they would miss a few. Even me myself, even with 8,000, I do miss the odd one here and there. I do miss a few comments, and that is just because it is kind of hard to try and keep up, if I'm honest. But as I said, I do enjoy replying to every comment. I always try my best to let you know about when the updates for Fishing Planet are coming out. And I always do a live stream when them updates drop. I always do a live stream showing you new lakes and letting you know about updates and showing you new hot spots, how and where to catch certain fish. And, of course, completing all the new missions. Now, I have completed all the missions on Fishing Planet, including all fish monster missions. And we also do have a playlist as well, which I'm pretty sure most of you would know that. But for those who are new, we do have a playlist of just Fishing Planet. I couldn't give you a better reason to hit that subscribe button other than that. So as we were saying, from the beginning, I'm just sorting all my gear out here, just so that way we're ready to fish. From the beginning, what actually started making me to make YouTube videos was So I went on YouTube and I wanted to build my own PC, and I was looking at other people, how they were doing it. And then after that, I came across a few motorbike videos. Now, I don't drive a motorbike anymore because of the COVID situation. My license ran out and I had to renew it. I couldn't renew it because everything was shut down, everything was closed, and it left me without a vehicle. So I then ended up buying a electric scooter, and we've had an insane amount of e-bikes and electric scooters. Again, we have a playlist of just that. And yeah, I kind of ended up going over to electric scooters and electric e-bikes, and I'm glad I did, because it's a lot cheaper to run an e-bike, because of course I can do all the repairs myself. Same goes as electric scooters. We've got lots of repairs of different electric scooters on the channel. I kind of like that because it's given me different content, but as what actually started it off was a Piaggio Fly. Piaggio Fly 125. That was my first ever video, but that was on one of my other YouTube channels. So I have started YouTube a few times from the very beginning, and of course that was for different reasons. Now, the first reason being my account got hacked the very first time. The very first time I forgot my password. That was it. I forgot my password the very first time, and I just couldn't sign back in. So that kind of sucked. I couldn't remember what email I used either, so that was unfortunate. And then the second time I did YouTube, so I created a new account, did YouTube again, and yeah, my account got hacked. I was doing a live stream and I left my account open, and I had a page that was open that showed my password, and somebody got in and changed my password. So again, that's kind of my own fault, really. But the third time round, here we are. So in total, for YouTube, I've been doing YouTube for around about, I'd say about 4 years-ish, give or take. Around about 4 years. We're going to change that because that was part of the shark thing, wasn't it? So yeah, in total, I've been doing it for around about 4 years. But this channel, Bubbles Way, this channel, I've been doing this one for just over a little bit over a year. I started it last January. So I've been doing this one a little bit over a year. And I'm glad that I did do it in the end, because I got to the point where I felt like I kind of wanted to give up. And the reason being, obviously, me starting YouTube again and again and again. And, you know, some of those other accounts, they weren't too bad. They didn't have as many subscribers as this one. So, yeah, if I didn't start YouTube again from the beginning, we would definitely be way over the 10k mark by now. Very easily. But as I said, I kind of like not having too many, just because it does make it more manageable. And now I know over time we are going to gain more subscribers, so it is going to be harder, even harder to reply to comments, and obviously to read comments while being live. It's even got to the point now where me and my brother sit in the same room, and I'm reading comments and replying back to them, and then he reads out comments, and then I tell him to what to say back to reply to comments. So there's actually two of us trying to reply to comments. So my brother does help me out a lot as well with YouTube. The same as Big Man. Big Man is a family member of ours. He's helped me with YouTube from the very beginning. Big Man doesn't have YouTube himself, nor does my brother. But yeah, Big Man, he gets bored. He's a family member of ours, and he's forever getting bored of games. He buys so many games. That man, it's unbelievable. He buys new games, old games, pre-ordered games, all different types of games, and of course we try and share that content with you. Now, I know some of you only like Fishing Planet, but of course for me to grow, as I said, I don't want to go too crazy. I don't want to walk out the street and keep getting a picture taken all the time, but you know, it is what it is. That could happen one day. And yeah, but yeah, we try and show lots of different types of games. I know some of you only like fishing, and of course we show all different types of electric bikes and scooters and stuff. And I do that to try and mix it up, so that way we get different viewers and we get different subscribers from different things. It's kind of nice sometimes, because Fishing Planet is the main game that I do live stream. Now, I have live streamed other games before and other things, but yeah, when it comes to live streams, I do love when the DLCs drop for the new lakes and stuff. I love getting into the new lakes for the very first time, and I get so hyped up like a little kid in a sweet shop. Some people like that hype, some people don't. I can't control the way I am. It's kind of one of those things, you either love me or hate me. I'd always try my best, to make your experience of the game as good as it is for me. And a lot of people have said before, you're better than this person, you're better than that person. I don't look at myself as better than anybody. Everybody's equal. Just because I'm catching these big fish, it definitely doesn't mean that you can't catch them. Sometimes it can just be your day, I've done it before where me and my dad as well. You guys like it when me and my dad fish. Me and my dad can fish next to each other, and I'll pull in uniques all day long, and he wouldn't even have one. And then sometimes it's the other way around, where he's pulling in uniques non-stop, and then I won't have one. So sometimes it can just be, it's just one of those days sometimes. And of course you do get that in real life. And it doesn't matter if I jump forward 5, 6 days, 10 days. Sometimes you just can't get that unique. It just don't want to happen. Or sometimes you can get that unique, but you just can't get that big fish that you're looking for on that day. That does happen in real life. Of course, they do try and make this game kind of based to real life, but do remember, it's not real life. It is just a game, and I do play this as a gamer. Now, some people don't like it that I max drag like that. We've got plenty of videos on showing how to max drag. I call it balancing. It's just something that I made up myself, which is where you can get those red bars there up to the maximum. And, well, that rod was really shaking there. Yeah, it's where you can get those red bars up to the maximum, to the point where you're just on the tip of breaking, but you don't actually break. So, yeah, that's my type of way of fishing on this game, and the reason being is, of course, in real life, I'm not going to put maximum strain in that fish, and I'm not going to bully that fish in. I'm not going to do that in real life. This is a game. Some people take this too personally. Some people do. You can, of course, leave your comments. I am reading comments and I am replying. But yeah, it is a game, and I like to try and put as much tension on the fish as I possibly can, just because the quicker I reel that fish in, the quicker I can get to the next fish. And since they stopped it so the fish are able to run, you used to be able to stop the fish from running. Now you can't stop the fish from running. I like to still try and use max drag. I still like to try and put as much tension on the rod as I can, so that way I can try and, as I said, try and reel that fish in a little bit quicker so I can get to the next fish. Now my dad, when he started to see me play this, my dad, again, he's been playing the game for around about 6 years, and a lot has changed in that time. Like an insane amount of things have changed. Now, some of you might know if you've been playing as long as I have from the beginning, but then some of you might not. You used to be able to stand here, well, not in this lake, but there wasn't very many lakes to fish in the beginning, and the max level, I think it was max level 40 or 50, I think it was 50, but yeah, it was either 40 or 50, the max level. There wasn't many lakes, and you could only use the one rod. There was no rod stands, there was no boats, you could only use one rod in your hand. There was only 2 rods as a rod holder, like what you could actually take fishing with you. Yeah, a lot has changed over the years, and there's been some good changes for sure, and there has been the odd couple here and there that actually made me rage so much that I actually stopped playing Fishing Planet for about 2 weeks. Then I came back to it, of course. Now, I am family friendly, so I'll always be respectful. Of course, I can't always control what other people do or say. But if we ever do play games, as I've mentioned before, if we ever play games that are not very family friendly, they're a bit blood and gory, or there's any bad language in, I'll always let you know at the very beginning before we get into the game. Now, Fishing Planet is definitely a family friendly game. Of course, you can chat to people down there on the bottom left. As you can see, there's the chat. You can chat to people, but sometimes some people can be a little bit inappropriate at times, of course. But that's like that, kind of like that with every game. But the one good thing about Fishing Planet is if there's a lot of bad language or certain things that shouldn't be said, Fishing Planet do ban them from Fishing Planet, and the bans are quite strong. They don't take them lightly. I've seen somebody get banned for 3 years before for saying, I'm not going to repeat what they said. As I said, I'm family friendly, but what they said wasn't very nice. It wasn't personally to me or to anybody I know, but they was just kind of arguing with somebody else, and yeah, they did say some bad stuff. And that led them to a 3-year ban. So, you know, maybe they didn't really care about that. Maybe they didn't really like the game so much, or maybe they just raged too much and went over the top. I don't know. But you know, if you're ever in a random room with me, which normally I do fish random rooms. If you're ever in a random room with me, I will always try my best to say hello to you. You know, you can say hello to me. Don't be shy. But I never do voice chat with anybody. That's just one rule that I've kind of always had. Just because I don't know who I'm talking to, what I'm getting myself involved with, and yeah. You know, I'll always type in the chat so I can see the chat, everybody else can see the chat. If I don't ever respond, again, it's not a personal thing. Some people get really, I've had some people really rage, like crazy rage to the maximum. Yeah, a lot of people have rage because I don't always respond straight away. Now, if I didn't ever respond to a message, if we're in a random room and I never responded, it wasn't, yeah, it's not a personal thing. It could be something like this where I'm making a video, or if I'm not making a video, I could be making clips, or if I'm not making clips, so then it could be that I'm live streaming. So if I never respond to any message in a random room, again, it's not a personal thing. It's just because I'm busy and I don't really have time. If I'm trying to make videos like this now, if I was in a random room right now, that's why I did this one as a premiere, and obviously by myself, because if I was in a random room and people are saying hello, I'm going to be leaning over like this to my keyboard typing, then I end up spending more time typing than what I do actually fishing. Now again, I don't mind if I'm not doing anything, but of course if I'm trying to make content, I can't spend all my time trying to reply to messages because I just don't have the time to do that. But as a community of Fishing Planet, you know, I've played many types of different fishing games, and all of that you could find on the channel. We've shown many different fishing games, but the community of Fishing Planet seems to be 90% of it seems to be very, very good. You know, there's quite a lot of people that try and, you know, if you ever get stuck, of course, we're close to about 400 videos now of our playlist of just Fishing Planet. That's insane. Close to 400 videos. If you ever stuck on anything, you could always look in that playlist, and I'm very sure you will find it. Whether it's a hotspot or a mission, or how to set rods up, or how to max drag, or I'm pretty sure you would find it there. But most people are pretty good when you go into rooms as well. You know, sometimes some people will ask for certain things, how to catch certain fish, or what type hook or bait or what spot, and as I'm typing it out and telling them where to go, there's already a random other person who's already saying you can use this hook, this bait, and that's cool that people do that, you know. Obviously I always try my best to share my experience of hot spots and baits and hooks, but it's nice that other people do as well. Even though they're not doing YouTube, it's nice that they, you know, I have seen a lot of people do that, if I'm honest. This could be a good fish here by the looks of it. Yeah, I have seen a lot of people do that, respond. Of course, some people don't respond because either they got a fish on too busy, or they just don't actually know how. But the community of Fishing Planet does seem to be pretty good. I think there's like 8 million players as Fishing Planet. That's insane. Now I'm max level on both accounts. I have 2 accounts. You are allowed to have 2 accounts if you're doing different platforms. Now I have one account here, as you see. This one is youtube.bubbles.way. This is on PC on Steam, and of course I do add people. If you want to add add me on Fishing Planet. You're more than welcome to add me. And of course I will. I go in random rooms, so you could either find me in a random room, or kind of like this, I've gone into a friends only, so that way sometimes those friends only can join. Now of course, if you do know me and you're using bad language, or even if you don't know me and you use bad language, I give everybody one chance, but after that, that is it. And I do that to try and keep our community of 8,000 subscribers. I do that so that way, if we get rid of all the bad people and we keep all the good people, us 8,000 people, well, I say us, you guys, 8,000 people, we then all help each other, and we end up having a very nice community where there's not bad language. You know, in real life, of course, I'm not, yeah, in real life I do swear, of course. I'm pretty sure many people do, but, you know, my kids watch this, my kids watch me play. One of my kids absolutely loves Fishing Planet. She really does, and she even plays herself, and she likes watching me play. And she does know that I do swear in real life, but it just doesn't. To me, it doesn't sound very, very good. You know, I wouldn't want my kid to sit there. You know, one of my kids are 14, the other one is 7, the other one is going to be 4 very soon. I wouldn't want my kids to sit there listening, watching some kind of video with somebody using lots of bad language. And that's, in a way, me having kids myself, that's kind of what makes me never want to use any bad language. Now, I've never slipped up. If I ever did, I'd probably feel terrible, apologize, and feel very, very, very bad about myself, because yeah. But I've managed it so far, though, over a year of doing quite a lot of live streams and making lots of videos, and then, as I said, over a process of years of doing YouTube. In some of the other YouTubes I had, in one of them, I think I did swear in one of the other ones, but that wasn't a family-friendly YouTube channel. I didn't really care. I didn't really think of things. But nowadays, there is many younger generations of people that look up to other people, and I don't want people to look up to me if I'm sitting here using bad language. That's just, to me, that's not ideal. You shouldn't be. I know I could get a lot of stick for that, but you shouldn't. Yeah, I don't think it's good to look up to somebody who's using bad language and saying bad things and stuff. Of course, some people just swear naturally because it's they just can't help it. You know, Mrs. Bubbles, her wow, where do I get started? Mrs. Bubbles' language, you know, almost every word is a swear word, and that's just, it comes natural to her because that's the way she's always spoke. Now, me myself, I'm not, as I said, I can't be completely innocent because I do use bad language myself, but I've never done that in a video. In the past, though, I have actually made videos, ended up saying a bad word after me recording for about 40 minutes, over an hour, and then I would delete that video and I would start all over again. And that is just generally because, as I said, I want this to remain family friendly, and it stays to remain family friendly. A lot of people have asked as well, just to try and cover a lot of questions, because I do have a few questions in front of me. What was that one? Will I ever start a Twitch TV channel? YouTube is the very first thing that I ever found as a platform. I would never ever change from YouTube, even if I got offered £1 million, and I am being very serious there. I would never ever change platform. If YouTube shut down, which I very much doubt that, but if YouTube ever did shut down completely, then of course I would look for another platform, whether it would be Twitch or Dailymotion or something else. I don't know, but YouTube is something that is that's helped me, and I want to kind of put that help back to other people. Now, the way I got helped, obviously, as I said, about building a PC, I wanted to see how I build my own PC. I've now managed to build my own PC, and it's quite a powerful PC. It's an absolute tank. Now, some of the videos that I make are definitely different to building a PC, but then I have made plenty of videos on how to do speed hacks on different scooters and different e-bikes, and done reviews whether they're good or bad. I've always said from the very beginning that I will always be honest, and some people don't like it that I'm too honest, but I'd rather be honest rather than tell a porcupine to somebody. Just because when you're spending your hard-earned cash on something, and if it's not a very good quality, and I'm telling you it is good quality, and you buy it, I don't want you to then come back to me and say, hey, I brought this because you recommended it, and it turns out it's absolutely terrible. If I waste my money, I then wouldn't want you guys to waste your money. Now, there has been many different scooters on the channel and bikes and stuff. There was one scooter that I didn't actually pay for. I got given from a company, and it wasn't very good. I'm not going to go too much into detail about it, but it wasn't very good. And of course, I did say that through one of the last videos that I made on that scooter. And I've had a lot of comments on that. Quite a few people saying thanks. I'm glad, I'm glad you was honest about it, because I was going to buy this scooter. I was going to waste money on it. I'm glad I didn't. Now, of course, sometimes when you buy some items, things do get damaged in transportation, so you do have to take that into account. But this was not damaged. It was running perfectly fine. I took it for one ride, and after that, it died. I figured out it was the actual motor of the scooter, and I tried to contact them so many times. Before I put the video out, I wanted to give them a chance to fix the problem. One of the problems was the throttle disconnected one of the wires. They sent me out a new throttle. I then did more checks with voltmeters and stuff, and figured out that the hub motor actually did burn out. Now, a hub motor shouldn't burn out if it's a brand new scooter, in my opinion. Yeah, as I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail because, it's a company and they're a business, and I don't want them to lose business, but you should not be, whether it's free or somebody's buying it, you should not be ever giving anybody a product, whether it's free or you paid, that doesn't work or it isn't going to work. Now, that could be coincidence. It could be just unlucky through transport. I don't know, but every scooter that I've ever paid real cash out of my own hard-earned cash out my own pocket, I've never had a problem with. But yeah, as I said, that scooter was for free. I did give them a chance to fix it. I told them about it was the motor. They decided to ignore me. It was very, very frustrating and very annoying. In the end, I actually put the scooter into the bin. And that is, again, that's not very nice because they got given it for free, but I've had some comments saying thanks for your honesty, but then I've had some comments saying you shouldn't be saying bad things about this company. You got given something for free. If I got given it for free, I wouldn't be complaining like you. Whether you get it for free or not, if it doesn't work, what's the point in having it for free? You see my point? Like, there's no point in you getting something that doesn't work. That's like you paying for a PC that costs you £1,000, but it doesn't work. Why would you want it? You wouldn't want it because it doesn't work. So, but anyway, as I said, we're not going to go too much into that, but the point is that I was making is honesty. No matter what, I'm always going to be honest, whether it's me playing Fishing Planet, or e-bikes, electric scooters, or random unboxing videos, or different types of games. I'm always going to give my honest opinion on that, and I'm not really bothered, if I'm honest, whether people like my honesty or not. That's just me as a person. I'd rather, it sounds kind of nasty, but I'd rather hurt someone's feelings by telling the truth rather than lying. I don't believe in lies. Now, maybe when I was a little bit younger, I wouldn't really care about lying, but I am now 34 years old, and I don't see the point in telling lies. I don't think that makes a person nice in any way. I'd rather always be honest. Anyway, after 6 years of playing this game, we ain't going anywhere. We're not changing from YouTube. YouTube is our main platform, and that is where we are sticking. So anyway, another comment was, Do you ever get bored of Fishing Planet after playing it over a long period of years like you have? I wouldn't say bored, but you know, of course I do play other games as well. So I kind of, this is the main game that I play more than anything else. Yeah, but um, yeah, I wouldn't really say I get bored of it because I'm playing other games, and then I come back and then they add sometimes they add new fish monster missions again. That's giving me different content and different things to do. Um, and then they do you know, like Christmas events and Paddy's events, and you know, so they do different types of events and stuff. And then of course when there is a new update coming out, I sit there for a long period of time, especially when an update does come out. uh, I normally live stream that straight away, buying the DLC, showing you guys the new lakes, and we look around and see new boats and stuff. And then when the updates drop, that's definitely when I'm most busy, because I don't sleep very much at all. When I get very, very tired and worn down. But I like that though, because I don't actually sleep that much anyway, so it's not a bad thing. But I would normally stay awake for a few days, and I could put more than 24 hours game time, and I'm not even exaggerating. Sometimes I probably do go a little bit over the top, because there is times when those updates do come out and I feel so physically, mentally drained that I have actually fallen asleep in my chair, which is not something that I would normally do, but it's where I'm to the point of exhausted. Um, and that is, you know, that is a crazy amount of hours to play a game. But the reason why I do that is because, as I've said in the past, I always try my best to put them updates out there quick to you guys, to not just for showing the new lakes, but of course showing you how and where to catch new fish, hot spots, doing missions and stuff. And for me to put that content there fast, I have to stay awake, because of course it's a lot of editing videos. Um, a lot of editing videos, a lot of time trying to find that hot spot as well, trying to find the right hook, the right bait, and so on and stuff. So yeah. Another comment is, do we play with subscribers? So yeah, we do. We already covered that. So we play on PC, which is youtube.bubbles.way. That is my PC account on Steam. For Fishing Planet, you can add me, or capital YT, and then lowercase Bubbles Way, and that is for my PS4. So I play on PC and PS4. I play two accounts. I'm max level on both accounts. Okay, another question about... Okay, so do I prefer to play on PC or PS4? I've mentioned that quite a few times, but of course you could be new. So for PS4, I like playing... I do prefer... It's kind of... I don't know, it's hard. So for PS4, I prefer to play PS4 because I definitely have a lot more friends added, a lot more subscribers added on PS4, so I can play with you guys as a community. You guys love it when I play PS4. So yeah, PS4 is definitely one thing that I do love to play with subscribers, but the game definitely 1,000,000% runs a lot smoother on PS4 on PC. On PS4, a lot of people get it where the game kind of like stutters and jumps and freezes and stuff. It can be very frustrating after you're playing for an insane amount of time. Yeah, it's not great fun. Okay, another question. Let's have a look. Oh, let me scroll down there real quick. Okay, there we go. What is my favourite fish to catch? Alright, you got me there. Who was that from? That was from Josie. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You got me there. I wouldn't really say so much I have a favourite fish to catch. I do enjoy catching sharks, of course, but I wouldn't say I've got really... I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't really say I have a favourite fish to catch, in all honesty. In real life, I'd probably say, well, in real life, I would definitely say bass. Yeah, I do like to catch bass because they do fight well, but on the game, I don't know. It'd probably be between sharks, Nile perch, and an arapaima. And again, that would just generally because it kind of bases off real life, where it's not easy to reel in. You know, it takes a short minute to reel that fish in. Any fish that takes a while to reel in is nice. But then in Congo River, they do have. I do quite like catching. I forgot the name of it. Let's have a quick look. So I quite like catching these other fish. They're kind of like a bluey type colour. They're really nice to catch as well. The Congo yellowfish. They don't fight very well, but they do look pretty cool. Same as the elephant fish. Very, very tiny, but they do look very, very cool. These ones here, the purple labino. They look really, really cool. They do look like really nice fish. We go into the 3D. Look at that. They do look really nice. There, they don't look as colourful. When you actually do catch them, they seem to look a lot more colourful than that for some reason. Now, let me cast this one out, then we'll read another comment. So I appreciate everybody who has hit that subscribe button to get us to 8K, whether it's through Fishing Planet or through other things, or whether you only watch Fishing Planet videos, or you know, if you watch all of the content that I make, no matter what it is. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the support. If you only watch Fishing Planet and nothing else, again, I still appreciate you. Thanks for supporting me. What do I prefer to? How do I prefer to catch fish? Lure fishing or bait fishing? I would say bait fishing just because it's quicker. In real life, I do prefer to use a lure. But on the game, I would probably say bait fishing. Just because, of course, I do use. Well, I normally put 4 bait rods down, and as well as putting 4 bait rods down, I normally use the spinning rods. So I'm always using a spinning rod if the bait rods ain't doing much. But if the bait rods are quite active, then yeah, of course I'm using bait rods more. But yeah, I'd probably say bait rods for that question, just because the bait rods, obviously, I use more of them, and I can catch more fish a lot quicker that way by putting out 4 bait rods. I could even keep a 5th bait rod in my hand, or I could mess around with a lure rod. Alright, so we got one more question here, and I wouldn't actually even say it's a question. It's a nice comment, and I wanted to read it out. So this is from a comment from Lazy Bones, and it says, "Thank you for always putting the amount of time into all of the games that you put out there." Oh, hold on, let me quickly grab that. Thanks for always putting all the time into the games that you put out there. I definitely prefer Fishing Planet more than anything else, but I still try to support you by watching other games as well. But fishing is always my thing. I'm kind of... What was that? Okay, I'm kind of... I wondered what that was. I lost what line I was on. I'm kind of like you. I prefer Fishing Planet, but I do like other fishing games as well. Yeah, Fishing Planet is definitely my number one. It is. So yeah, thanks for the comment, man, and thanks for the support, obviously, for watching the other videos as well. I appreciate that. But yeah, Fishing Planet is definitely my main thing. Been playing it for 6 years, and we are going to be playing it again for another 6 more, and more. I'm excited for when those new updates come out. I hope you guys are as well. And as I said, as long as you are subscribed to the channel, then you will never ever miss out on those new updates. I'd try my best to put those updates out there as quick as I can, and we'll always live stream with the face camera mic for those new lakes that drop. And of course, I try my best every day to put out videos. It might not always be Fishing Planet, as I've said. I do kind of like to try and mix it up a little bit, so we're putting different content there. But I feel like, even though some of you would be happy with it, I feel like if I just played Fishing Planet and nothing else, I don't think that would be entertaining. And that's kind of why I don't live stream every single day. One, because I'm a lot more busier in real life now, but also, if I was doing the same thing every day, I don't know, some of you would like it. To me, I just feel like I'm not making good content like that. And when I do stream every day, I feel like I get worn down a lot more quicker. Whereas if when I'm making a video and then I make a quick edit and put that video together and I upload that video, it gives me that little bit more time to, oh, okay, that doesn't happen often at all, but it happened there. Yeah, it gives me a lot more time to respond to comments. And as I said, these days I definitely spend a lot more time replying to comments. So it's kind of good in a way that I do more videos now. Of course, when the updates drop, I definitely do put out quite a few live streams then. But otherwise, you know, for fish monster missions and missions, I just make those as videos. There's no point in me doing a live stream on those because sometimes they can be a little bit time consuming. But if there's ever a new lake, I'll always let you know what's going to be in that new lake and what the lake is called, and we'll always be trying to find those new hot spots as quick as we can. And after we find those hot spots, I then get all those missions done. I am quite surprised though, close to... Oh, we're going to lose this one. Alright, we're good. Yeah, I'm quite surprised that we got 400 videos, or close to 400 videos of just Fishing Planet. That is quite surprising, really, because... yeah, it's that's a lot of videos. That ain't including, obviously, that's 400 videos on this channel, Bubbles Way. But for the other channels that we had as well, we did Fishing Planet on there, so them videos plus this one, well, plus this channel, that's an insane amount of videos. We've got, I think, over 1,000 videos. Well, we did have over 1,000 videos, but I have deleted some videos because the some of the videos that I used to make, of course, the picture quality was definitely not the best. So I have gone through my YouTube and deleted some videos, but anyway, it's either 1,000, or close to 1,000, or over 1,000 videos that we have on YouTube, and I don't intend to stop there. We are still sticking to YouTube as a platform. We are still sticking to Fishing Planet. Nothing's changing. Because the reason why I'm mentioning that is because there was, as I said, there was quite a few comments saying, have I got bored of this game? Am I still playing this game? And I am, but as I said, I want to... This year, we was very, very busy last year. Towards the end of last year, of 2021, we was very, very busy. And this year of 2022, we have been very, very busy here as well. Again, we still, even though we've put out a lot of new games and new content, we've got so much more new things to come. We've got plenty of new games for this year. We've got plenty more of new electric scooters that we've been putting out. We've got, I think, another 2 more new electric bikes of videos that we got to put out as well. So we got a very, very busy year this year. So it's nice to share that with you guys, and you guys show the support. I thought it was going to be a bit bigger than that, but it is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to keep on fishing and go into a random room and have a chat with a few people, I guess, and carry on playing my game. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this premiere, and thank you everyone for your support over the years. Over this year, over last year, all the other years, if you subscribe from the other channels as well. I appreciate you guys. And thank you to our members as well, for people who have become a member, the donations, or even just generally just watching. You know, I've always said it doesn't matter if you're not a member, it doesn't matter if you can't donate. Just you guys watching is good enough for me. I appreciate that you guys take a bit of your time to actually watch what I'm creating. And I wish you guys a very good evening. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I am out.